After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles Podcast, episode 146. It is not Tuesday, it is Sunday, March 15th. Happy St. Patrick's Day a little early. We normally would have podcast on Tuesday, the old normal, but Taya's schedule has changed, so we are on Sunday today, and it will be a little sporadic for the next several weeks.
We'll still be consistently...
We'll be every week, but it'll be a little inconsistent.
Yeah, it'll be either... It'll be between Sunday, Monday...
And Tuesday, most likely. And we'll let you know if there's a...
Actually, it'd just be Sunday. I don't think we have any Tuesdays.
Yeah, we'll let you know if there's anything more extensive.
Usually it'll be like either Sunday or Monday.
Yeah. I got my hair cut. See, no more hair on my face. Yay. Okay.
Mine's up. I'm dressed a little bit sparklier than normal because Dad needed me to pose for something.
And and for those of you who are new, my husband is an artist as well as a computer programmer. So he was
tired of painting sweaters.
Yes. Because he paints a lot of us, and he paints a lot of sweaters because we wear a lot of sweaters. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
And I didn't feel like changing. So,
excuse me. And we just got back from church as well. So, anyway, happy Sunday. Happy St. Patrick's Day a couple days early. That's why I'm wearing green. She was wearing green, I think.
I was.
But, so now we look like Christmas instead of St. Patrick's, so that's okay. It is Sunday, March 15th. It is episode 146. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. If you're returning, thank you for joining us for another podcast. If you are new, welcome. We are glad to have you with us. And if you are still in the shadows, please come out and join us. We'd love to have you join officially so you can take part in all the fun stuff and have chances to win good things.
What is in your mug?
What is in my mug? Look, Denise. Mug. Big mug. I'm
not allowed to drink from those because I have this bad habit when I'm podcasting and to go flip.
And she makes noise. It's very annoying on your earbuds. But
I think that was also before I used to knit on the podcast.
And it also was... there were different kinds of tops. Some of them were louder than others. Because I didn't have that problem.
Well, you also didn't play with it as much as I did.
Flip. But anyway.
I'd be talking, I'd be messing with it.
I have chai tea. This is my tea for breakfast, so I actually get a 16-ouncer today. I'm happy.
This is my tea before going to bed. I am drinking, this is a new to me tea, Lapsang Souchong. Lapsong. Space Souchong.
Wouldn't it have been a lot easier just to show them the container?
Well, I just have it written down because if I want to write down any notes, I wanted to have the notepad. So it smells kind of smoky.
Yeah, like a campfire.
It's not as strong tasting as I thought it would be. I wanted it to be a little stronger tasting.
Is that the one that she showed us at the tea shop the other day? She said it was smoky. I mean, a while back.
It might have been.
Yeah. We have a really great tea shop. It's not like the typical British tea shop, but it does have like specialty candies, and it has all these tea containers, and they have little, not samples, but little jars that you can open up and smell them.
Yes.
And it's really...
This is good. It's a more subtle taste than I wanted because it has this really nice strong scent to it. Even I can smell it, and I have rotten sense of smell. But the taste doesn't quite build up to that scent.
You might have to steep it a little longer than it
suggests.
See if it doesn't. Hopefully, it doesn't make it bitter.
Yeah, and that's part of what I'm afraid of. I mean, I am enjoying the scent, and I think it's almost going to be more of an olfactory. Is that how you pronounce that word?
Yeah.
Olfactory.
Olfactory. Yeah.
Enjoyment. Olfactory.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Basically, enjoyment.
Okay.
Olfactory experience.
There you go. Okay, so...
I'm more awake.
Yes, we are more awake. She's much more awake. Thank you for all the the well wishes. for Ty especially to get some rest and everything. We were fine. We got sleep, even with the time change. So we're doing a little better. But getting back to the new members, we do have 3 who joined us officially.
But make sure you guys tell us what's in your mug, not just new members, but all members. We're very interested.
That thread has really perked up in the last week.
It's one of my favorite threads.
I love that thread. Somebody had actually popped in and said she loves that thread.
Mm-hmm.
It was H.
She's new.
Yeah, she's one of the newer ones. So and I can't remember her. It was a bunch of letters, HEBL or something like that. I forget.
Something like that.
Yeah. But I'm glad that she likes that so much.
I think she was drinking
a
hazelnut tea.
Yeah. And then there's Dan. Dan gave me his litany.
Oh my gosh, I thought I drink a lot of tea a day.
But he has it interspersed with coffee. Dan,
but I thought I drank a lot of that stuff a day.
I forgive you for your coffee because I like you. Okay? His coffee. I'm like, espresso? Really? Tea.
That's why he's so energetic.
Yes, he needs to have some chai tea. Chai tea, Dan.
Chai tea is so wild, Dan. You can't even taste it.
Oh, I love chai tea.
I have trained her. She's taking down the name.
But anyway, yes, because she doesn't do it.
I do it all the time.
Anyway,
I have like this little strand that's coming out of my...
Are you quite finished?
Keep talking. I'm just
okay.
This.
Our new members, we have S. Lawson. I think that's how she says it. He or she. I'm not sure. I couldn't find the name. But welcome, S. Lawson. Pat Cox.
How do you know it's not Slauson?
It might be. Pat Cox, who's Pat? We welcome Pat.
Mijejo,
Mijejo, I don't know. Mijejo. She joined us this morning just before we
it probably
went
is
to church.
Mijejo, but I'm with
I don't know if it's Spanish. It could be Mijejo, but I think it's M-I-G-E. You could tell us what it is, okay? I have a...
Although, isn't it just particular areas that do the huh?
Yeah, well, it depends. It could be Mexico. It could be anywhere. I mean,
although I guess I'm thinking of the
J's or H's because your Uncle Jorge.
Yeah, J's are always H's,
yeah.
but it's the CH I'm thinking of. It's either or Pathina or Cocine.
Yeah. Well, C's are also Pathina or Pacina.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mijejo. Welcome. So welcome all 3: S. Lawson, Pat Cox, and Mijejo. We're very happy to have you with us.
What would Hejo mean?
I don't think it means anything. It might.
Because it might be my
Hejo. I don't know. She'll have to tell us, or he'll have to tell us when hopefully they can get on the boards. We'd like to know how you say it and what it means, if it means anything.
Yeah.
So welcome aboard, and like we said again, new members who have not, well, new or returning members who have not joined officially, please do. We'd love to have you with us. We're creeping up toward 450, so we'd love to have you with us.
This is actually good tea. It's just not as strong as I'm used to.
Okay.
One sweet and low is needed.
Sweater long?
Sweater long, yes. But it's tea.
Sweater long?
In my nitpicks mug. I love nitpicks.
I love nitpicks. I don't have a nitpicks mug.
Well, this came with the Christmas
that I gave you, yes.
thing you gave me. I use this mug all the time. It actually has a little chip in it.
Are you going to do the sweater long?
Yeah. My little chip right there. Sweater long. We are currently in the last month of the sweater long. It'll be
the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be done. The board will be closed. You will not be able to enter any more projects, whips, whatever, after it turns April 1st.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about midnight, March 31st.
Yeah, if it's still open a little bit into April 1st, get what you can in, because I will be at work.
And I won't be up until 4 a.m., 3:30, 4 o'clock. So if you have that little window, if we aren't there to lock it up, we're not going to be there like Nazis, grammar Nazis, or what is it called? Project Nazis, and say, no.
Oh, there's that.
What is it?
Chocolate.
Oreos.
I was trying to be subtle, but you're like, ah!
That's okay. I coot. Anyway. Okay, so go on with the sweater long. We are co-hosting with
Kathy of the Knit Nerd podcast. Actually, her podcast is ending. It's Cappy913. It just does not fit into her life right now. Mm-hmm. It's more of a stressor than anything else. So she's stopping, which is sad. We will miss her.
Maybe she'll come back later.
But if not, that's totally her choice.
Right. It's what's working for her is what's important. But she is honoring her commitment.
Yeah, she's honoring her commitment to Sweater Along, so still continue putting in projects.
To both groups if you're involved with both
if you're
groups.
involved with both of them. Don't just bail out on Kathy. Not yet. Oh, no, don't bail out on her, Kathy.
She's a sweetheart. She's just really got other things that she has to do right now.
Ooh, my tea. So Sweater Along will be, last day is March, 30 days have September.
March 31st.
31st. I remember when we first did it with Kathy, we kept saying the previous day, March 30th, and then we realized, oh yeah, there's 31 days in March.
Kathy did something like that. I can't remember what. I think it was Kathy who did it.
Yeah, it was for our Sweater Along.
She's so funny.
Because I did it. I said March 30th, and then she messed up because I messed up.
It's your fault.
I blame Kathy. And it was my fault. But whips and finished objects are eligible for a prize. We allow both chatter and whips and FOs in our thread for the Sweater Along. The more chatter, the better. I apologize if I have not responded to each individual sweater. They are gorgeous. I've queued so many of them. I just got really behind.
And I normally try to be caught up with at least the episode thread before I do another episode with Talia. But because I was expecting to do it this morning, and we decided, okay, we're going to do a podcast this morning. We're supposed to do the podcast this afternoon. And
I think it worked out better this time.
Yeah, well, next time I'll know. But I didn't get a chance to get caught up with the podcast comments. I have read them all. I just haven't had a chance to.
I've read them all, but I have not had a chance to catch up. I was very wiped out last night. I think I said something about it in the "What's in Your Mug" thread. Something about I'm drinking this tea and trying to stay awake, and I actually fell asleep a couple of times with my mug half full. So my tea got very cold. So it did not do that job for me. I don't think it's the tea's fault. Anyway, so it does not matter when you started the sweater. You could have started for the last Sweater Along last year. As long as you've worked on it sometime from January 1st till, March 30th.
So Kenneth, Turbo Knitter, 64. Your sweaters that you were talking about, if you are working on them now, I don't care if you started them when you started knitting, whenever it was you started knitting, we put it in the Sweater Along. Put those whips in along with your FOs. They don't have to be FOs.
Yeah,
I know he had some sweaters on his last one he was talking about.
I'm way behind in my podcast. I've been kind of addicted to my World War I class for great courses. I have World War I, World War II, and they had a sale for Pi Day.
Oh, did they really?
And the Winston Churchill DVD was already low in price, but went even lower for Pi Day.
See, I know I heard about Pi Day. Somebody was talking about it on one of the podcasts. I forget who it was, and I don't really know what that is. Pi Day.
Pi.
I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what it. I think it was who was it? Did one Heart 2 maybe? I don't remember. She did a whole bunch of ones, and we were looking at it. I'm like, what? And I guess she was doing the one somebody was doing the 3, someone was doing the 1, someone was doing the 4, someone was doing Pi, whatever, and they were gonna all swap out. There were like 6 or 7 of them or something.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyway, I understood the concept. I just didn't know what it was. I mean, I didn't know why they were doing it.
Yeah. I don't know how long the sale is running for great courses. It takes it basically took off the shipping and handling. Yeah. Which was nice. Mm-hmm. Because this is an older class, the Winston Churchill one, so the only way to get it is in the physical form, which is fine. I actually kind of like having the physical form. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have the continuum of World War I, then I'll slide into World War II, and then I'll do Winston Churchill.
You do realize that we're slipping into what Amy and Darren would call off-topic, or our authors.
We just talk about whatever we want.
You are messing up.
I'm doing Denise.
What?
I'm doing a Denise. Denise does this all the time. She talks about whatever.
Well, if Denise does it.
Exactly. I mean, you always use Tanya.
Yeah, but Tanya's different.
But it's Denise.
I'll raise you a Tanya.
I raise a Denise, and, Tilly.
I was going to say Tilly.
I got Tilly. I said her first. Anyway. Sweater Along. Yes.
No, who did I mention?
You said
Tanya.
Tanya, and I called Denise and Tilly.
But there's somebody else we mentioned.
Oh, you mentioned Amy and Darren.
Amy and Darren, yeah. There we go.
Anyway, as long as you worked on your sweater from January 1st to March 31st, sometime during that period of time, you can enter into the sweater along. You can enter one whip picture per project per week. So if you have 5 sweaters that you worked on, one thing, you're awesome. If you've worked on 5 sweaters during the week, you can post 5 whip pictures, and if you finish 3 of those sweaters because you're like super knitter,
because we don't care if they're baby sweaters, but they do have to be human sweaters.
Yes. If you finish 3 of those sweaters, you can also enter those 3 FO pictures.
So that's a total of 8?
5, 6, 7, 8, yes.
Wow. I'm impressed you can count.
You know what? Go away, I can do this by myself.
Okay. Come back when you're going. Go on. Go on. We have prizes.
Yeah, we have prizes. They are awesome.
We have 2 skeins of Mountain Fusion yarn. I think it's a Teton colorway. T-E-T-O-N? Teton? Oh, Moonlight colorway. Teton is the base. 102 yards bulky weight from donated by Maria Wilhelmina. Have a skein of Malabrigo worsted. 216 yards in the peach colorway by Bella Socks, who's Aileen. 2 skeins of blue cotton blue sky cotton. No color name, but I think it's kind of a sky blue gray.
Here's my sweater.
For a total of 300 yards. 2 skeins of blue sky cotton, kind of a greenish yellow. Total of 300 yards. Also by Aileen. 1 skein of wild hair pinnacle fingering in the Renaissance color, which is from our stash.
Sound a little more excited.
What?
Sound a little more excited. You were just reading it off.
I'm trying to go through fast. Don't mess with me, little girl. You will regret it.
Happy, joy, joy.
A $25 gift certificate.
A $25 gift certificate from 10 hours or less.
By our very own George of 10 hours or less.
I'm a little more awake, guys.
Yeah. There's no medium. George will PM the winner directly to provide the gift certificate and the options of redemption for the $25 gift certificate, which will be both at Ravelry, good at Ravelry and on his website. But if you want the buttons, you'll have to go through his website.
The buttons?
CC Knits Carolyn also had a very generous donation of a $15 ebook.
A very generous donation.
If you want 3 individual patterns that are downloaded from Ravelry.
Yes.
So you can talk to her about that whenever you win that, whoever it is.
But the patterns, they need to be $5. Did you say they need to be $5?
Yeah, $5 individual patterns.
Okay.
So that's Carolyn, $15 ebook, or dividing it into 3 $5 patterns. So that we had some wonderful donations, very generous donations from viewers and
from viewers like you.
Viewers like you. And now this is a chai tea break. Okay, moving on. Autism awareness. That is coming up.
Soon.
It's coming.
And I know there's plenty of people that this is the long they wait for.
This is a fun one. Well, they're all fun, but.
And I'm getting a lot of feeds into Facebook now because I liked a bunch of autism awareness type of stuff. So like half of my posts that appear in my stalker feed are autism awareness.
Yeah.
So I have like this stash of videos.
Yeah, and I have one that George gave us at the end of last year.
Our very own George?
Our very own George. And I'm going to put that in the thread when I put the thread up so you can see that. But anyway, autism awareness will begin on April 1st, which is Spy Wednesday? No, Spy Wednesday is April 1st, so I guess it's not April 1st that will start.
No,
well, yeah, it starts April 1st.
Well, it starts April 1st,
but
we'll be podcasting
the
Monday.
Oh, the following Monday.
Yeah.
So,
but it'll have already started.
It'll already started. We'll tell you that when we do.
Because April 1st is the last of my 3. Because that's a Wednesday, so I'll have worked Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, because I actually have 5 off for Easter.
Right. I thought that April 1st was by Wednesday.
It is by Wednesday.
Okay.
I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that weekend. It's the last night I work.
Okay, so autism awareness will start April 1st. And we have featured pattern, 10 hours or less, who was a very own George, as we've said, is creating a pattern specifically for autism awareness. And I'm excited about that. That is so neat.
Yeah, it's very cool.
He did that for us last year. It was awesome. The pattern was wonderful.
I'm looking forward to seeing what it is.
I am too. And then we have some donations already coming in. We have 6 patterns from Anastasia Sattel. one for each of 6 lucky winners, or however she said however we decide to do it, but it'd probably be one for each of 6 people because we like to spread
out the wealth.
2 Silver Shed medium bags, one donated by Ann Brody of Silver Shed. 2 skeins of yarn that were donated by an anonymous viewer, and we're very happy with that as well. We have a limited edition autism awareness yarn from Heidi, who's packing it from her Etsy shop. There's only one, and we have it. So yeah, yay, that's exciting. 2 skeins of yarn from Undead Yarn, who is Heidi, Nitty Girl, one of our co-hosts.
Yes.
And
Packing Knits is actually Packing Knits one mom. Because
is she Packing Knit once?
There's actually another Packing Knit.
Okay, Packing Knits one. Okay.
And she won something recently on a podcast.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. I was
so
excited for her. I was like, I know her.
It was one of the ones I listened to recently.
Yeah, it was. I listened to it. No, I listened to it too. I don't remember which one it was. I think it might have been Denise.
I haven't listened to Denise yet.
It doesn't matter. She won something.
Did Tanya have a drawing?
It might have been Tanya. I don't remember. It might have been Tanya for her
analog.
No, for her
she did along.
Something long. She was doing several. And then Heidi.
I haven't listened to Heidi's yet either. I'm way behind.
Heidi has developed a PHN yarn for.
It's not PHN. It's autism.
It's autism awareness, but it is for the. She did develop it for the PHN 2015.
Yes.
I keep calling it that because it was developed for this autism awareness and our podcast along. So she's developed that yarn specifically for the
I think she's still doing pre-orders.
I think she is doing pre-orders, and a percentage of it goes to Autism Speaks, just like the proceeds from Packing Knits one yarn for the autism awareness went to Autism Speaks as well. So that's all really exciting, and we appreciate that as well. So we have a lot to look forward to in the next few months. So that's really awesome. I was going to say something, I don't remember what it is.
I don't remember either.
How many whips
there
do you
must
have?
be a faulty connection in our
How many whips
link.
do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I have 6.
Okay, so I go first. So I will just show a bag. In the bag is a toy. The toy is still in designing. The toy has had a piece of it pulled out 20 million different times, as he and I have had an argument. The toy will be very cute once the toy and I stop arguing.
It's cute. But right now it's pouting.
So we are arguing. I just need to figure out some things. But it's going to be really cool.
Okay.
This has gotten a lot of attention. I can't believe actually I've gotten so much work done considering that this was a long work stretch.
Do you have to do another one?
No.
Okay. All right. My first one is the What's in the Square blanket, which is what I'm working on right now, which is why I'm going to show it to you. And I really didn't get a whole lot done. I got sidetracked by other things. And I think there was an actual day when I didn't do anything.
Well,
or was that last week? I forget. Anyway.
I don't know.
I just done a little more. I think I've done like a row and a half of this kind of blue-gray here. So that's all that I've really worked on.
It slides really easily from that.
Yeah. Oh, it is, doesn't it? Huh. Well, I really like this, and it's coming along, but I don't have a lot more to show you. I mean, you're looking at the wrong end, I think. You're looking at the wrong side. So, not much to show you. Just wanted to let you know that I've done some progress. I think the first time I picked it up all week was yesterday. So, and it's basically my own pattern. It's a log cabin. I'm not using anybody else's pattern. I know there are several out there. And I'm not doing it in squares. I'm just going round and round and round. And I mean, I change colors. I'm not going around like this. I'm doing a log and switching it, picking up stitches. That is rude. Do I need to put you in timeout?
You can't. You don't know how to run the equipment.
I don't have to run the equipment. I just have to stop the equipment.
I'll just exit and then make you try to figure it out on your own.
Then I'll blame the lack of podcast on you, rightfully so. Because you're being bratty.
If you can't figure out the
being
equipment,
a brat.
I mean, it's not my
She's
fault.
Being a brat. Yeah, nothing.
You
fault.
really should learn to manage the equipment.
Your turn. When you start handling more of the PR, I'll look at that.
I do handle some.
Mm-hmm.
I gave out 2 whole cards the other day. 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 whole cards.
Really good. Okay, 2 whole cards. I'm impressed in 3 years.
It was not 1.5. It was 2 whole.
Would you get on with the next part, please?
Yeah.
I'm not sure which is worse, Sleepy Talia or Wired Talia. What's wrong with you?
That is my evil nursing laugh.
Your freaky laugh. Your creepy laugh. You get all the children inside the house and lock the doors, laugh. Moving on. Are you quite finished?
No. I've now got happy in my head.
Oh no.
So happy, happy, happy,
No pop.
happy.
Sunday.
That's your penance, not mine.
No Sunday pop.
It's not Sunday?
It is Sunday. No Sunday pop. Like a soda pop. Soda pop. Pop, pop, pop.
So, my scrap log cabin blanket. I added a whole new color. I'm so excited. This isn't actually anyone's pattern. Blah, 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 blah. Same
Blah, blah,
disclaimers
blah, blah,
every
blah.
week. Basically, I saw what a log cabin looked like and said, I want to make that. And I did.
But again, she's not doing the square. She's doing a log, a log, a log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
I like Kay and Dan, or Kay and Dan, Kay.
every
and
single
Denise.
other person who's doing.
Well, not every single, because Nikki's doing it the way we're doing it. Nicole's doing it.
I like it this way because then I have something warm in my lap.
Yeah, and I don't like
I don't
squares.
have to sew something
I
together.
don't like to
later.
sew squares.
So, I finished the log with Heidi's yarn. This was the
Not a toy, Heidi. Not a toy.
see, not a toy, and this wasn't a toy ever. This was Azusa's Petals.
Mm-hmm.
The next one was a toy. Another Heidi yarn.
Because we use Heidi's yarn, and we like Heidi's yarn.
This was the bunny that I just finished. The second baby oops. The Heidi baby oops. The undead bunny.
That's what Heidi tried to call mine, because I used yarn for mine as well. Hers.
I thought she called it like
The zombie bunny.
Zombie bunny.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah.
undead bunny.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really undead bunny. So
She doesn't look like a zombie bunny. She's cute.
is she weeping zombie tears?
She's weeping little baby bunny tears.
The video. So I got a couple rows done with this yarn. And I'm happy to be on different color just because I felt like every week I was saying, here guys, I am on the same color. And again, no discernible change. There is a discernible change. See, a color change has been made. So,
She's gaslighting you.
come here,
Where's
sweater.
my hook? Ah!
Mhm.
Ah!
Ah.
Do not poke the blanket.
I couldn't help it. So, that's this blanket.
Okay. Oh, and my square blanket is in the
Your square
Vera
blanket?
Vera Bradley.
It is in
green
a
bag.
square.
It is a square. It's what's in a square.
But it's not a square. It's
It
a
is a
log.
But the blanket is square.
But it's a log.
It is square.
It's
I'm going to flick you.
You should really behave yourself for Lent.
It's Sunday. Let me see here. My next project is my spring shawl, my spring thaw shawl. In my
Well, I can read comic books today.
Star Wars bag. Sundays are like a mini No Lent, so it's a celebration.
Mini Easters.
Yeah, mini Easter. So here we go. Star Wars at back. My schematic bag. This is my spring thaw shawl project from the scrap
Try
shawl
to say that
pattern
10 times
by
fast.
Anastasia Zattel. Once is enough. I do not chew my cabbage twice.
You really should.
Okay,
You're
here we
gonna
go.
choke or something.
Here we go. Oops.
Oops,
I'm not
it's a
cat.
bunny.
Yes, he is. So I made some progress on this. It's getting large. I actually had Davina put it around her shoulders as like a little caplet around her. But it seems like it's taking longer than the other one, but I think it's because the yarn is so much smaller. I'm not complaining. It's a nice, mindless project for me. It's a fun project. The color changes make it interesting. I'm using an F hook with fingering weight yarn. The yarn is
Wasn't that
Reflections at Rockland.
Oh, that's Reflections. I almost said Bros.
No, I haven't done that one yet. I have to use that. And I'm doing this shawl for the Undead Yarn shawl along with Nitty Girl.
So spring thaw shawl for the undead shawl along.
Yeah, that's it. So this is really soft, and I love the colors. I'm going to be interested in seeing when I block this how color fast it is and how it blocks. Because the colors are really, really pretty. I mean, just that. I mean, it's just gorgeous.
She's in my space.
Yes, I am. It's what I do. And I think I'm about, here's the full yarn, and this is, so I think I'm about what, maybe half or a third of the way through. It'll be interesting to see.
You're as much of the way through as you want to be.
Yes. I'm not all the way through. That is not, in fact, the case. So, yes, I'm enjoying this project. It is fun. It is relaxing. And I don't have to think too much when I'm doing it. Anastasia's a tell. Anastasia knits design. And she is one of our autism awareness donors.
Yes.
Okay.
The next one that I worked on is actually, I haven't worked on this in a while. Where did you go? Here. In my autism awareness bag, conveniently enough.
And that is
yes, this
Lois,
is the Lois Knitting My Bag.
And I looked at Ploverbird. Her shop is still closed, but I've noticed some activity in terms of bio and stuff like that, so maybe she's going to come back.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice. And Lois has got new bags up. Or did.
This is Chris. It is the Berry the Cardinal pattern by me. I'm using Knit Picks Brava Sport in white, black, red, and orange. I have a beak done.
You finished the beak?
Well, the beak's been done for a while.
Oh, okay.
I did it wrong the first time. The first time I wasn't paying attention and I did a black beak.
Oh, right. You told me that, yeah.
And I finally did the proper beak, which is the orange beak. So,
That's cute.
little cardinal face.
It's so cute.
And the cardinal body is built in. And this was my first design, the cardinal. And Owl, the bigger version, is behind us. Owl the cardinal.
Oh, the cardinal, yes.
That was Mom's test.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some work done on the cardinal. After I finish the body, I'll have 2 wings and
the tail.
I should have. Did I do the crest already? I don't think I did the crest already. So I should have the crest as well.
Just a little bits and pieces.
Yeah. Once you get past the body, it's...
Somebody had said they didn't like making toys. I forget who it was. So they didn't like making toys because of all the little bits and pieces.
I think that was Heidi.
Packing Knits?
No.
What?
Heidi.
No, Heidi said that too, but somebody else did.
Oh, I don't know.
And I wanted to tell her that Bastion, which is this bluebird here,
I can't see Bastion.
He wants this close up. He doesn't have as many pieces, and neither does Timmy the turtle doesn't have that many pieces either. So if you're wanting to start with toys, those might be good ones for you to start with.
All right, buddy. Close-up's done.
Yeah. And a lot of Taya's designs and Stacy Trock's, the pieces are, might be a lot of them, but they're big.
Yeah.
So they won't be fiddly. So if you want to try a toy but you're kind of hesitating because of the pieces, try some of Taya's simpler ones or try some of Stacy Trock's simpler ones. They don't have as many pieces. You might like it.
I would say for the least amount of pieces, Timmy would probably be the best. He's not released yet, but
right. He'll be out soon.
There's only 4 pieces, and they're fairly large.
So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Because they're not even a tail, right? Yeah.
So that's probably the most simple.
And minimal color work.
Yeah, minimal color.
It's probably an advanced beginner or adventurous beginner. Yeah. Okay.
And speaking of that particular pattern, 2 of my testers besides Mom have finished their testes. Testes? Oh, I don't think I want to be saying that.
Yeah, you don't want to be saying that.
Tests.
Yeah. Okay then.
Anyway, moving on.
For that. Okay, my next project, moving on, is my ocean drift. I did work on it. In my Ploverbird tea time bag. Teacups and teapots and pretty stuff. My sweater size. I did some work on my sweater. It is a sweater along we're having.
I actually don't think I'll finish one for a sweater.
I'm not going to finish it. I mean, unless I go gangbusters on this, I'm not going to finish it.
Sweaters have not been my focus this year.
But I did a few rows. Interesting story about this. I was working on this, and I showed my husband after I finished sewing together and doing the first part of the increases. And I showed it to him and put it down and went to pick it up. I think yesterday I picked it up, or maybe the day before for the first time in about 6 days or 5 days. And I'm talking to Ty, and I'm going, buttonhole's on the wrong side. I had the second buttonhole coming up here, as opposed to this side where you can see this buttonhole here, and I made the second buttonhole right here. But when I originally did it, there's one of a stitch there. When I originally did it, it was over here, the second one. And apparently what I had done was I marked it off when I went to show my husband what I had accomplished, and I must have marked it off again because I skipped a row. So I took it out, ripped it back.
I've never done anything like that before.
No. Ripped it back, and I am now I'm now finished with this buttonhole here, which is I guess it's the first one from the sweater. I'm assuming that that's the when you fold the collar down, it's your first button. Or maybe it's another button on the collar. I don't know. But anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. I did about maybe 3 bubbles.
There's a reason she's saying bubbles. My screensaver, after about 30 minutes, starts showing bubbles. She's not just going insane and seeing bubbles behind you or something.
So this is as far as I've gotten on it. Not a whole lot of progress. You can see that I do have the second buttonhole now. It is longer than when I think I was up here last time, about here. So I've done some. And I'm kind of happy with that. I hope to finish it by Shenandoah in September. I probably won't finish it by Maryland. It's probably too warm anyway to wear it. So, and this is using a it's masonry jacket pattern by Kira Delaney, and I'm using an F hook and a G hook as opposed to a G and H hook. That's how I got gauged. The yarn is Plymouth Yarn Encore Colorsport Worsted and the Ocean Drift colorway. And I had a couple of questions on YouTube. One was about these sweaters. I hope that, Leona, that you got the answers I gave you. I don't know if I PM'd you or if I put it on the YouTube. And then I had another question on the last podcast about something, and I answered about my friendship hall, and I did answer that. I don't remember who you are, I'm sorry, but I did respond to it on YouTube because I didn't know where you were.
And I believe I have several questions in my mailbox. I will be getting to them. I know someone was asking about these. I think a couple someone's were asking about these. I need to start linking them in the show notes.
It's on the banner beneath us right now too, until she gets the link up. But
I can't remember the name of the business or anything. I have to link in the show notes.
Yeah, and look on the banner.
I honestly saw it the first
something.
Yeah, I honestly saw it for the first time with Amy and Darren's Knitting Circles.
Yeah, and it's a very good product.
Yes, it is.
So right, I was gonna say something else. I don't remember. So
and it does open and close and stuff. I just have a tendency to slide it on and off my needles because
we both are a little bit behind. It's been a bit hectic with schedule changes and job changes and things like that. So we hope to get caught up. I know I have several messages in my PM box. I do intend to get to them. I apologize for the delay.
I'm always bad anyway, but I've been worse lately.
Okay.
If that's at all possible. The next one that got a little bit of work on it is the Thor, which is the Diana's Hat pattern by Joanna Johnson. This is the Cascade Heritage Paints in the Thunder colorway. I think I did like a row, maybe half a row. Not that much. But you can see it pretty.
It is pretty. Oh, the light's good. Excuse me.
Try not to do that. There you go.
You can see a lot.
You can see a little more
of the blues.
Yeah,
and a little bit, almost a greenish in there, or gray or something. It's very pretty.
Yeah, it's catching the idea of thunderclouds.
Yeah, it's quite pretty. It's the dyer did a very good job. It's Cascade, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Heritage Paints.
Yeah, and the bag is what?
This is Silverbird, and it's Birds on a Wire.
I had to smile because somebody had written in the thread that they were up to 5 silver shed bags, and it made me smile. Thank you for patronizing our the people that we mentioned for our bags.
They're very good.
They're very good. They're very grateful for your business, and we're glad that you like them. So, yay, we have enabled. Our job is, well, no, it's never finished.
No, there is no finish.
Okay, but anyway, thank you. My next project is in my wonderful Knitting's My Bag, sweater size, and you can see it's bulging out. And this is the one I had a question about. Somebody
I think that's her old sweater size, too.
Yes, this is the first sweater size I got, so it's one of her smaller sweaters. I think she calls these now tween bags, or no, that's Denise. She has a bag that's like in between the sweater and the medium, I think it is, and it's called like tweeny or almost big. I don't know. It's a different size. It's this size, I think, as opposed to the big one, the new big one.
The big one.
The big one. How big? What'd you say? How's that?
How's that?
For those of you who aren't catching it, Tanya probably caught it. It's from It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
When he's getting his suitcase.
Yes.
I had a question about this, about the increasing of the rows, and I did answer it. There's a section where it says you will increase from rows, I don't know what it is, 10 to 45, whatever it is, and then do 2 more. Before you do the 2 more, I am increasing 4 more rows, and then I'm adding a certain number of stitches on the edges. And that I would like to say that was my own invention of the increases, but somebody else had done a modification, and I just picked it up from her project page. And this, I'm on the last of the original. I'm on the last 2 rows of the original pattern repeats. I still have to do the extra 4 and the 2, and then I'm going to go into the edging, and then I can start the sizes. So I'm pretty close to finishing the main part. Oh, I like that.
It's very lovely.
George, your Afghan, if you have to wait for Allison's to be finished, yeah, you might be with a harp by the time you get the Afghan. So I might be with a harp before the Afghan gets finished.
Get started.
Yes. So,
because she has no plans of making Allison one.
I'll have Allison come here from Malaysia or wherever she is, and I'll teach her how to make this. It'll be easier and it'll take less time. Allison will Skype and we'll show you how to do this.
Why would she want a blanket like that in Malaysia anyway? It's hot over there.
Well, maybe she can make one in fingering weight. It might be cooler.
That would be
Make it a shawl, you know?
in fingering weight with
Yeah.
the bobbles?
It would have to be it'd have to have nylon in it, I think.
That would be very unpleasant to work that way.
Well,
And it
I
wouldn't
mean,
show up very pretty.
she's in Malaysia. I mean, I can't help that she's in a hot place. And there might be air conditioning in there, you know.
Nah, that's a myth.
So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. The yarn is let me see. The yarn is Woolies, Lion Brand Woolies. I think it's Heathers and Twists. I couldn't find anything that said Heathers and Twists, but it was the only thing that fit with what I have. It's an older. I got this at the bottom of the hill. But let me see what it says on here on the ball band.
Yeah, ball bands are useful things. They generally have information on it.
Woolies worsted weight. It doesn't say Heathers and Twists, but it doesn't have this on the. It doesn't have just this on Ravelry, as far as I could tell.
The colorways Fisherman.
Fisherman, yeah.
If it's an old yarn, they might not have.
Well, that's the new. I think. Well, that's the old one, but the new one's the same. Remember, I picked up some new yarn, and it actually matches quite well. And I'm hoping that this will hold out until I get the centerpiece done, and that just the edges. If it's off a little bit, it'll just be the edges.
I need to go collect a tissue.
Collect a tissue? Why don't you just get one?
You know what happens.
There's one on my desk.
Just one? Is it used?
Yes, it's all used. So I'm hoping that this will be wide enough after I put 4 more, well, a total of 5.5 repeats on here, plus 2, plus the bottom. So I'm hoping that will be about that much more. It's hard to say, you know. And it'll be wide enough for a stole. I think so. It's almost wide enough now. Oh, I like that. Yes, I might have to do something. I might have to do a shawl, a blanket or something. For me. For moi. Allison, you have to come here if you want me to do this with you. You just have to get stationed back in the States, that's all. I know, you just got to Malaysia. I'm sure Brittany wouldn't mind you got back here. There we go.
Yeah, because she wants someone to go to Stitches with her.
Yes.
With Stitches? Was it Stitches?
Something Pipeline? Isn't it?
Oh, Knitting Pipeline. Yeah, it's with that one. It's with a podcast. The Knitting Pipeline. It's an audio podcast.
Well, she's going. She's really excited. I wish I could go. I forget where Brittany is, and I don't want to say it on the podcast anyway.
Yeah.
But
I think I know where.
Yeah. But yeah, that's done. I'm not done. It's in progress, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm hoping I can finish it in the next couple of weeks. No promises. There may be something coming up. We're waiting to hear from something that we can't talk about right now, but hopefully soon.
Indeed.
Your turn.
Okay, so I'm adjusting my shirt.
Adjustments. Adjusting the accoutrements. What are you wearing? You're not wearing anything.
What?
For those who are listening to us on audio, that's not what I meant. She doesn't have any hand knits on. I have hand knits on. Talia made me. This is the dupe that Talia made me.
Here, I will be wearing something.
Mine. No, you can't wear the shawl. It's not finished. You're wearing your blanket. You're wearing your blanket. Give me
I'm wearing her blanket.
She looks like Joseph with the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
She's taking my...
Let me have my blanket, you oboe head.
Did you see her rip that off of me?
You have a blanket right there. They're listening.
She ripped it.
It's not
Tore it off of me.
I'm rending my garments. All right, let's go. You're next.
Okay, so in the
Kissing bunny bag?
in the kissing bunny bag, I was just trying to turn if I want to show this one next. I guess I am.
Oh, okay.
Is my turtle in progress, which cannot be seen because he's only being seen as finished project on this podcast
and any other podcast.
Well, I told Nikki to please wait until after.
Right, that's what I said. Oh, right, gotcha.
After it's released.
Right, Nikki's waiting.
I asked her to wait.
Yes, she will. She always does what you ask her. She's nice.
But, so the only way you could see this toy is when we show the finished object.
Can I put my finished one in the Franciscan Gypsy design thread?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as it's related to the podcast.
Okay. So so Hank's mom can put it in the thread. Okay. And Nikki.
Yes.
Okay. It is Hank's mom, right? Robin?
Robin, yes.
Yeah.
I just don't want to show it in progress right now until it's released.
Mm-hmm.
When this one gets done, then I'll be able to show it. So, flying turtle and bunnies.
Okay. I don't remember all Nikki's 18229.
18229.
Yeah. Okay. My next project was not on the hooks until yesterday. It's in my Kikiboo bag from Denise. Well, it's from Taya. From Denise. I love my owls, Denise, with my Zedit bumper pill. And I am making a Surabel. I haven't made one in a while. I wanted to start some of my charity. We're going to be having a table for Christmas at the bazaar, the craft fair. We want to donate the proceeds to the pregnancy center in Front Royal. So we hope to do that. So this is Lion Brand Heartland, which I love, especially for this project. It's just wonderful. They don't have a whole lot of colors. I think they have like maybe 10 colors or 12 colors in this. But the colors are really nice. Yeah. And I think it was Kenneth who was talking about using this with one of his projects, Turbo Knitter 64 from the Turbo Knitter podcast. But anyway, I've got this. I started this last night while we were watching a movie, and I just love this pattern. The reason I'm only as far, I would have been at least double this, but I don't know if it was the light or I was paying attention to the movie. We were watching Brothers Grimm, so I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
Matchy.
Yeah, I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
That was a little creepy.
It is a little creepy, but so I had to take it out a couple times because I kept messing up the corner. But other than that, it is an easy
project.
An easy project. It is a Surabel pattern by
a person,
Sarah Sweethearts. I have done. She finally asked me to put something on a project page because I did so many of them. I think I've got like 10 of these or something on. I've done a lot of them. Some as scarves, some as cowls. One is a shawl. It's a very versatile pattern. It's a free pattern, and she made it for people to make for charity too. So it's really awesome for that. So if you are interested in doing a really quick, pretty, easy pattern for charity or even for yourself, this is a really good pattern for that. It works up really well, and it's fun. It's fun. She does a nice, clear pattern.
Next one is me. In the Silver Shed Froggies bag. Cute little tree froggies.
Actually, my Silver Shed turtle bag is in timeout right now. Because it's got a shawl that I have to look at again. Actually, the shawl's in timeout, but the bag is keeping it company.
Oh, I forgot I left this in here.
Yeah, I took mine out finally.
So, this is the nighttime reading shawl. It's a gas scale pattern by Sarah Jordan. I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that it's not going to soften.
Yeah. Heidi said that she's used this before and it felts, but it doesn't soften a whole lot.
So I will just... Oh, it feels like it'll still be warm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I'll get used to it.
It's actually a little less scratchy than the horse blankets and stuff like that. No, seriously, it is. It is. But I think it's heavier.
So I'm making myself a horse blanket.
A horse blanket shawl. That's what you should call it, the horse blanket shawl. What did you end up calling it? A reading blanket.
Yeah, nighttime reading shawl.
I think you should call it the horse blanket shawl.
I will probably end up making this again in something that's more
maybe
collier friendly.
Karen Siflisoft, maybe?
It's a heavy worsted.
Oh, Karen Siflisoft will work.
That's a light worsted.
I don't think so.
It's not heavy.
I think it's a worsted. It's not a light worsted.
It's pretty light.
No, light worsted is Miss Babs.
It's light enough. It's not heavy.
She wants it warmer. Then make it in bulky.
So,
spoiled brat.
It's my shawl. It's my shawl. No. Anyway.
Oh no. I don't watch these things, but all I could hear was the Itchy and Scratchy Show.
Okay then.
Is that from Simpsons?
I don't know. I think it's an actual show.
Is it? No, that's the sound. That's the sound from the little cartoon that Bart likes to watch. I think. I don't watch Simpsons, so I
thought it was its own show. I don't know.
No, I think of Ren and Stimpy.
I don't know.
I don't watch that either. I've never seen that. But
sure you haven't.
Culturally illiterate. Culturally illiterate.
Sure you haven't seen any of that stuff. Right. So, the shawl. Building.
Building?
Almost
it's a building shawl?
Halfway done.
Of done.
I was
halfway of done.
I'm almost halfway done. So, it's made progress.
Cool.
Very pretty.
Yes. I really like that.
Even if it is a horse blanket.
Yes. But it's heavy. It really is heavy.
I think it'll be nice and warm.
Yeah.
Because sometimes with the current shawl I've been using, it doesn't quite cover my arms.
Right. You need to have a big shawl.
So I think this
big blanket, horse blanket shawl.
So.
Yes, horse blanket. You're going to catch that.
I am monitoring.
Are you, in fact?
I am.
In fact.
So.
Okay.
The turtles are going to fly. Gonna fly now.
Okay. My other project was going to be a prompt, next on the hooks, but I actually was able to start it, and I can't show it to you because it is one of Talia's turtles, but I can show you the yarn. This is one color, which I'm working with right now, and this is Yarn Bee. It's Yarn Bee Baby Bee, Sweet Delight. So I have this color.
It's basically a sport.
Yeah, it's kind of a sport / heavy fingering. This color. And this color. So I'm using these 3 colors.
These 3 colors.
And I can't show you the progress on it because it's not out yet. So. And I just started that today. I was going to start it yesterday, except the Cerebell was giving me so much difficulty that I couldn't start it before I went to bed. So.
Well, you saw me working on the other thing that I worked on.
Oh wait, I didn't say what bag I was having it.
Okay.
It's in my.
Say it.
It's in my sea turtle bag from Lois. It's the big sweater bag. And it's right here. Okay.
Okay, so in my Plover Bird TARDIS bag, the one I call bigger on the inside, I have my Obsidian, which is a calligraphy cardigan, which is by Hannah Fess. I always have difficulty with this name.
Fettig.
Hannah Fettig. I always want to say fatigue.
Fatigue is G-U-E.
I know, but I always want to say fatigue.
Maybe because you're always tired.
Could be. Using Miss Vazziazza skein, and the colorway is Obsidian. It's for a sweater along. It's building.
What's it building?
It's building a sweater.
By itself?
All by its lonesome.
All by its lonesome.
So.
If you hear any extraneous noises, it is morning time and people are doing things, and Vivian, I think, is finishing a breakfast.
So the it has a nice long collar, nice shawl collar,
I like shawl collars.
like this. And just starting to form.
I really like that. I like the way it's starting to look like something.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure what. It's starting to look like something. I think it looks better this way, so you can see. There. Like that. You can see, turn around so they can see the back, how it's going to fall. There
I just showed that.
That's pretty. But I didn't see it.
Well, by all means, if you didn't see it.
Well, of course. This is all that matters, is that I see it.
So,
Very
this
pretty.
is with the popped collar.
It looks like a turtleneck.
It does.
That would bug me.
It'd be a really big turtleneck.
Yeah.
But
We'd have to fold it down.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to having a black sweater. It's a nice mindless knit right
So
now.
you can get all that fuzzy yellow stuff all over it. Or your fiber fill.
Yeah.
My husband bought me 2 boxes of fiber fill.
Even when we went to Hobby Lobby, I picked up 4 bags.
My husband bought me I think they're like 32 ounces or whatever, these huge boxes, and I had like a little 24-ounce bag, whatever, it's the normal size bag, and I was getting low on it, and my husband bought me a box, and then he went to order something else from Amazon and bought me another box. He said, I know you're doing toys, and Talia's toys are huge, so he bought me more fiber fill. Do you have any FOs?
I do not.
Okay, I do. My FO was in, my Knit Is My Bag, no, my Plover Bird, chai tea,
Coffee.
and chocolate, chai tea and
Coffee.
chocolate.
Coffee.
And this is Appy.
He's so happy.
Isn't he cute? He is happy. I love him. I think he's cute. Now, I did make some modifications to Appy. His eyes were slated to have safety eyes, and I didn't want to put safety eyes because I didn't want children to have to worry about him popping out. So these are, because this is going to be a gift. So this is sewn on. I just did the first, I think, 2 or 3 rounds in black instead of white, and that way I got the same effect. I also, the wings, I folded in half. The picture shows that it's open and it's flat against it, which looks really nice, but every time I do this kind of wing, it puffs, and I don't know if it's the way I do it or they do something different or what, but I didn't like it, and I didn't want to stuff it. So I just folded it in half like the wings would be if they were folded against the body, and I sewed it that way. And I really like the effect of that. It's a big bird. I mean, look at this.
He looks like his arms on his
Yes. I mean, look at this. It's almost as big as my torso in terms of, length, from my neck to almost to my waist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big bird. And it's really,
it's Big Bird?
it's big bird. And it's really soft. I mean, he's well stuffed. Do you feel it?
Yes, he is.
And I use, this is all Knit Picks yarn except for the black. The black, I think, is just what I had in stash. It might be Red Heart. I'm not sure. So I'm happy. Allison, this was really fun. The only thing I had problems with this is the designer was a little unclear as to how to close up the top. There's a point where I can't say because it's a free pattern, but she does something with the stitches.
Because it's not a free pattern.
Not a free pattern. I'm sorry. It's a pay-for pattern. She has you do extra stitches at one point, and then she says fold over the top and seam it. Well, I couldn't understand what she was saying. It didn't fit in my head, and I showed it to Talia. Talia couldn't understand either. So I just sewed it up the way that another owl pattern, I don't know if Allison gave me that one as well, somebody gave me, or I bought it, did the same thing. And so I just seamed it that way.
So basically, if Allison did give it to you, she only gives you owl patterns that
she's given
have
me
trouble closing off.
She's given me 2 owl patterns, and I've done them both. The one, actually, I don't think she gave me that one because I gave her, I think the one I gave her that I sent her was a different pattern. It was a different pattern.
Yeah, it was.
So, but she's given me 2 because she knows I like owls. And this one's really cute, Allison.
Wasn't it Stacy Trucks that you gave her?
No, I gave Ravel to Bryony.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah, I gave Bryony has my Ravel. So yeah, I am happy with this. I will put him here for now, but he's not staying, or she is not staying. She has to go somewhere. Okay.
Royalties.
Royalties. Oh, do you have a lot of royalties?
I have 2.
I have some, so go ahead. Do you want me to start, or?
Well, I have 3 if you count 2 yarns for Heidi, but I just count that as 1.
Okay. Do you want to show Heidi's yarn first
Yeah.
together, or?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
It's a good thing we did this early because I'm starting to get a little sleepy.
Yeah. Heidi, last podcast you saw that Heidi gifted us Thank you very much, Heidi.
Yes.
DK weight yarn that, much to her chagrin, she knows we're going to use for toys.
Yes.
But we went ahead, and the Autism Awareness colorway, we went ahead and bought fingering weight in the Autism
Not for
Awareness.
toys.
Not for toys. This is going to
Oh
be
my
a
gosh,
pattern I
it's
showed
so
last week.
soft.
This is, Heidi, I don't know what you did for changing this base. It says vampire base, but I think you said you changed it because it's got more yardage. This is so soft, Heidi. I love this base. Look at these colors. I'm going to make, I think I showed the pattern last week that I'm going to make. Heidi was funny. She sent me a card. She said, "Yay, not a toy." I give Heidi hugs across the miles. So this, I think, is going to make a shawl.
I didn't read my notes. Now she's making fun of you for the toy.
Yeah. I think, let me see, it says in here. Yeah.
Yes.
Enjoy, yay, not a toy. And she's sticking her tongue out at me. She's stretching her tongue muscles.
That's right.
Heidi is stretching her tongue muscles. And Heidi is one of our Autism Awareness co-hosts, as well as one of our donators.
Yes. The other co-hosts is Nikki
And Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So, yay!
So I have my Autism Awareness fingering, which I'm planning Diana's hat, I believe.
And I think this is going to be a shawl. A little,
Although it takes a while, but if I have enough yarn, I could do that another one of those ponchos for Diana.
yeah, maybe.
Because she does like those. I'll have to think about it.
Well, if you make a hat and I make the shawl, she might like my shawl.
That's true.
We'll see what happens. We're not sure.
Because I'm almost. Part of my concern is that if I just make the hat, what am I going to do with the rest of the yarn?
Right.
Whereas
Mitts?
maybe.
Do you have enough for mitts, especially if they're small for her hands?
I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it.
Yeah.
I'll have to see how much that shawl requires. The shawl,
hat.
the poncho.
Oh, the poncho, yeah.
The hat requires barely anything.
Well, I'm saying if I made the shawl or the little
Oh, if you had
necklace,
anything left.
and you made the hat, then you can make the gloves to go with it.
Gloves and fingering. It still wouldn't use up hardly anything.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure out. We don't know what we're going to do. I think I am going to do that. Whether it stays with me or goes to Doreen is another thing. We'll see. I think I want to keep this, though, because it's Heidi's yarn. Autism Awareness yarn.
Well, I have the bunny that I'll make out of the other one.
Yeah, but I want to be able to wear
And then this one, there's another bunny.
Because she has a problem. See, Tanya, she says I have a problem about toys and stuff. She has a problem with her bunnies.
But I don't keep all of them. I just want to make them in the different yarns, and then I set them aside to go to people's.
She sets them free into the wild.
I do need to take, as soon as the weather gets really nice, I want to get a group bunny picture of them all playing in the grass. Because that would make me incredibly happy.
And Heidi, I do like your DK weight for, I know you roll your eyes, but I really do like your DK weight for toys.
Yes.
It doesn't stretch a whole lot.
And your price is really good.
And your price is fantastic. And the yardage is fantastic. If you're doing DK weight projects, regardless of toys, I'm not going to give Heidi a conniption and tell you to do toys, but those DK weight projects, Heidi gives you a lot of yardage for your DK weight if you're doing DK weight projects. So, check it out.
Yes. But this is, ever since I saw this yarn, I've been stalking this for like a long time. This is the one that's like a grimace. It's a werewolf face.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a roadkill, but it looks like a grimace that went bad. When good grimaces
go bad. She needs to make a colorway like that. When good grimaces go bad.
So,
I thought grimace was blue.
No, it was about this shade.
I thought grimace, the actual character from McDonald's, was. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Heidi, you'll have to tell me what your inspiration was for grimace, because I'm kind of mixing my characters. I'm not sure who it was.
But ever since I've seen this colorway in your shop, I wanted to make a bunny out of it.
See, I like that colorway, and I wanted to make something out of it. I just wasn't sure what.
My precious.
I think a bird.
My precious. You know where she has a problem with owls? Bunnies. Precious. So.
Okay. Moving on. Yeah, just a couple minutes. We went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and the yarn that you saw with my new turtle that I'm doing for Talia's thing is part of my acquisitions from this weekend. And you already saw this color, so I won't show you. Also, the yarn color that I got for my Cerebelle was from Hobby Lobby. And I got 2 more yarns for that. This is the one I showed you was Joshua Tree. This one is Olympic. I wanted to pick up red and a couple other colors, but I figured let me make these first. And this is Glacier Bay.
And then the others in there are identical.
The other ones are identical to what I had in the turtles, so I'm not going to show you. And I got a, because Heidi got me a pattern, that I am going to make it, Heidi, as soon as things slow down. She got me a wonderful shawl pattern that I just love. I had it on my queue. I have the yarn for it. I have the beads for it now. And the lady at the Red Thread was very nice, and she gave me, not dental floss, but something you can use for beading. But I can't find it because it was one piece. So I went ahead and got a needle threader so I can thread the beads, because I think I'm going to try it.
There's like flies flying through the air.
Okay, so you have one more?
Yes. Besides hooks and the like.
Yeah,
I also thought that another turtle was needed.
She wanted me to use that, and I looked at this and I said,
I think that's pretty.
It is pretty, but not me. It'll be very pretty.
So that'll be awesome.
It was a little too masculine for me, so I went ahead and picked up the purple one. Mine has purple blue in it. Let me see.
I like these colors.
Yeah.
I think it's perfection for a turtle.
Mine's a painted turtle, because it definitely has the greens in it. It just has a little bit of purple. You knock my tea over, I'll have to knock you over.
Then I get to go to sleep. Go Betty bye.
Okay, we're almost done. So, we went to the bookstore, and they actually had crochet books. I picked out 6.
I was good.
I actually picked up 6.
I picked on none.
I picked up 6 crochet magazines and put 3 back. Well, one of these is actually a knitting book, but I'll show you that one last. I love the British magazines, and I think I blame Tilly for.
You liked them before.
I did, but for looking for them again.
Mm-hmm.
This one is, and I hope I don't already have this. If I do, you may see this as a D-stash. But this is vintage patterns, retro style. Not necessarily vintage, but they have some really pretty mitts and things. I just want to see if I can show you a couple of things, because I don't want to keep Ty up too late.
Yeah, Tally's getting kind of tired.
Because there were 2 of them that I picked up that I guess they're made by the same company, and they had several repetitions, so I couldn't see buying 2 of these.
No, it was basically like identical.
It was almost identical, except for a couple of things that were not.
And the cover.
Yeah, in the cover. So I bought this one because it had 60 patterns opposed to, what was it, 35 or something like that, or 40.
Oh, I can't remember.
I wanted to show you, there's a bunny pattern in here I want to show you.
It's toward the end of the children's section. It's in the yellow one.
Oh, okay. Stacey Trock's little crab, I have to make that too. The puppy-out eyes. I need to make this by Stacey Trock, and you can get this on Ravelry.
It's kind of cool she made it a British thing.
Well, she's a big designer. I love Stacey stuff. Stacey is
There's the bunny.
Is the first one that I did with any regularity. Stacey and She Will Love. And that's the bunny. I don't know if you can see it real. I don't want to show you the
Mine
pattern.
was Stacey and Patrick Moose. Although I did do a couple Sheila Loves as well.
Yes. Well, you're the one who told me about She Will Love.
Yes. Well, she does both knitted and crochet.
Now, I think this one is also a British magazine because it's simply crochet. It has the little... I love the British magazines because they give you these little gifts on them. And I love the sweater on this. I probably will not put the doves on it unless I'm absolutely sure I can do it properly. But look at that. Isn't that a pretty cardigan? And this, I like this this cowl. I won't show you everything else I like in here because I wanted to show you this. If you look on Ravelry, you'll see this come up. And I also, I think I got some emails, I think. This is a brand new magazine, and I looked at it because it's also British. It came up, and I looked at it because when you buy it, when you make an order, apparently they send you like yarn for one of the patterns. It depending on what type of order you do. Some has yarn and accessories, or whatever it is. And the introductory offer was 99 pence. The problem is, it's from Britain, so the shipping would kill me. So when I went to the bookstore and saw this, I picked it up. It's the first one. And it looks really, really good for explaining. I mean, the pictures are just amazing in terms of explaining how to do things. Very, very, very clear. I mean, step by step by step things. I mean, just really good. So I picked that up. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I did. It was all unexpected, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because we were celebrating Taya's new job, and my husband got a lateral change for his job. So we were, and it's what he really wanted. So we were celebrating. So we just kind of.
It just happened to happen around all the same time.
Yeah, so we were happy about that. On to autobiography.
You have the shared story, but I think I wrote the bonus piece.
Yes, and I wrote a bonus piece as well.
Sorry. The current design that's in the works, that's not in testing, has been built off of World War I classes and Josh Groban music. That's all I've been really wanting to listen to, watch while I'm working on this particular toy, which is why I'm so behind on podcasts.
Right.
So this toy is apparently obsessed with Josh Groban and World War I history.
Right.
Reading Heritage Shannara. Starting the new job tomorrow. It's still the same workplace, just...
It's only down the hall, right?
Yes.
Sort of. Yeah.
I walk right past the nurse station.
You tell what your friend said about missing you and...
Oh, no.
It was funny.
Yes.
You should tell him about the rosary. That was sweet. Well, you don't have to.
It kind of feels like tooting.
Well, I think it's sweet.
Yes, it was really sweet.
It was just a nice little thing that happened. If she feels like it's tooting her own horn, she can tell it. I should tell it. It's not tooting your horn if I tell it. But I don't know how to tell it, so...
And I don't want you to.
Okay, well, she doesn't want me to, so I can't.
It's a little different. I don't think it...
It's very special.
Yeah. Not that I don't share special things, but...
Well, it's special.
It's just that it's,
Well, you don't have to explain.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain why you don't want to share it.
But, yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm tooting my own horn about that.
So you know it was good. Anyway,
but something else. Unrelated.
Okay, then.
I received a message on Twitter today.
All right.
From Skano.com. I'll have to try to link them in the show notes. SKEINO.com. I guess it's a fairly new company based in Florida.
She's got a pretty good selection for a new company.
Yeah. She sent me a coupon code out of the blue. Said it was good to see another yarny person, and here's a coupon code. So I was like, sweet. Yardage is pretty good for her DK weight. It was like $3.96 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So picked up a skein for me, picked up a skein for Mom.
Yay. I got a gift. You'll see that next week probably.
Yeah, mine's set aside for another pattern that needs to be sketched out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm eagerly waiting for that yarn. I'm looking forward to seeing how it works out.
That'll be really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I know what you're thinking about. It will be perfect. I did... I had a lot of writing. I was surprised. I only did about 300 words to the shared story, but I did a free write for the percolator and almost 1,000 words to the bonus story. She did one version, and then I responded to it. So kind of shared story, backstory more than anything else.
Yeah.
So a fair amount of writing. So that was nice. And I'm reading... continuing to read the Sword of Shannara series.
And this is the Heritage.
The Heritage. Mm-hmm. It's
Elf Queen.
Elf Queen.
Is the actual name of the book.
Everything is coming together now.
For her, I'm
yeah.
Several chapters.
Things have been happening very, very quickly, and it's been very exciting. A little sad in some places, and I know that we're building up to move into the last book where everybody kind of comes back together again and finishes up. So it'll be fun. I'm enjoying that a lot. Anything else for autobiography?
No, I think that'll be good.
Okay, we want to thank once again all of the people who donated to our sweater along and to who are going to donate. I've already said they're going to donate to the autism awareness coming up, and we want to thank Bella Socks, who is Aileen, and Maria Wilhelmina, who is Marriott, again for their donations that we are using each time we have something. We're whittling through what they gave us, and we really appreciate it. We want to thank those who commented on YouTube. I didn't see anybody on iTunes, but on YouTube we had Sissy Knitting and Crochet, Tilly Trout, and Amanda Holly. And Amanda Holly, I think you were the one who asked about the stole, about the increases. It is on YouTube, what I did. So, and if you are on Ravelry, please let me know your Rav name, and I will be able to contact you that way. I feel like sometimes I'm not sure what I can put on YouTube that I should, maybe put in a message, with patterns and things like that. I mean, what I said to her, if they didn't know the numbers of the rows, then they don't know what I'm talking about, but I just feel better about PM. Okay, so, you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm getting a little sleepy. I can't wait to get my contacts out.
Taya's getting a little sleepy, and I have to start my Sunday morning routine with my Bible study and stuff, so we need to say goodbye. We want to wish you all a very blessed week, Monday through whenever we get to you. I think next Monday we'll be podcasting.
Yes.
We hope that your week is full of every good thing, knitting, crocheting, many blessings, and anything that makes you happy. This is Pen Hook and Needles Podcast, episode 146, and that's a wrap.